For as long as humans have taken to the skies, mysteries have followed. While aviation accidents are often tragic, what's even more disturbing are the planes that simply disappear, without a trace, without a single clue, as if swallowed by the sky itself. From commercial airliners to small private jets, some flights embark on journeys they never complete, leaving behind grieving families, unanswered questions, and endless speculation. Today we'll explore 10 planes that vanished without a trace, some of which remain unsolved even decades later. 1. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, 2014. One of the most infamous aviation mysteries in modern history, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur on March 8, 2014, en route to Beijing. But less than an hour after takeoff, it deviated from its planned route, veering westward into one of the most remote areas of the Indian Ocean. Despite years of extensive searches and a handful of debris washing ashore, the main wreckage has never been found. Theories range from mechanical failure to pilot suicide or even cyber hijacking. But to this day, the fate of the 239 passengers and crew remains unknown. 2. Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra, 1937. Amelia Earhart, one of the most famous aviators of all time, vanished over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to circumnavigate the globe. On July 2, 1937, she and her navigator, Fred Noonan, lost radio contact near Howland Island. Despite one of the largest search efforts in history, no confirmed wreckage has ever been found. Some believe they crashed into the ocean, while others speculate they landed on a remote island and perished. The mystery of Earhart's disappearance remains one of the greatest in aviation history. 3. Flying Tiger Line Flight 739, 1962. A chartered U.S. military flight, Flying Tiger Line Flight 739, was carrying 93 American soldiers and 11 crew members when it vanished over the Pacific on March 16, 1962. No distress signals were received, and an extensive search covering 200,000 square miles found nothing. Theories suggest sabotage or an in-flight explosion, but no wreckage was ever located. To this day, it remains an unsolved case in aviation history. 4. British South American Airways Flight Star Tiger, 1948. On January 30, 1948, British South American Airways Flight Star Tiger disappeared while flying over the Atlantic Ocean toward Bermuda. The aircraft, a Tudor I-4, was carrying 25 people when it suddenly vanished. No distress calls were made, and despite thorough searches, no wreckage was found. The disappearance contributed to the legend of the Bermuda Triangle, though some believe mechanical failure or poor weather conditions were responsible. 5. British South American Airways Flight Star Ariel, 1949. Exactly 1 year later, another aircraft from the same airline, Flight Star Ariel, disappeared under eerily similar circumstances. On January 17, 1949, the aircraft was flying from Bermuda to Jamaica when radio contact was lost. Like Star Tiger, no wreckage or bodies were ever found. The back-to-back disappearances of these two planes only deepened the mystery surrounding this infamous region. 6. Varig Flight 967, 1979. In 1979, a cargo flight operated by the Brazilian airline Varig disappeared just 30 minutes after takeoff from Tokyo. The Boeing 707 was carrying valuable paintings worth over $1 million, along with 6 crew members. No distress calls were sent, and no debris was ever discovered. Some speculate foul play, while others believe a technical malfunction caused the aircraft to plunge into the ocean. 7. Pan American Flight 7, 1957. Pan American Flight 7 was a luxurious around-the-world flight that mysteriously vanished over the Pacific Ocean on November 8, 1957. When wreckage was eventually discovered, investigators noted that some bodies showed signs of carbon monoxide poisoning, raising suspicions of foul play. However, the full circumstances behind the plane's disappearance remain unknown. 8. Helios Airways Flight 522, 2005, found but mysterious circumstances. Unlike most cases on this list, Helios Airways Flight 522 was eventually found, but the mystery of what happened on board remains unsettling. The aircraft departed from Cyprus, but shortly after takeoff, all communication was lost. Fighter jets dispatched to intercept the plane found it flying on autopilot, with everyone inside appearing unconscious. Eventually, it ran out of fuel and crashed. Investigators determined that a pressurization failure led to hypoxia, slowly depriving everyone on board of oxygen. It remains one of the eeriest aviation disasters in history. 9. Air France Flight 447, 2009, found after years of searching. Air France Flight 447 was en route from Rio de Janeiro to Paris when it disappeared over the Atlantic in 2009. It took nearly 2 years to locate the wreckage and recover the black boxes from the ocean floor. Investigators found that ice crystals had caused the plane's speed sensors to malfunction, leading to a tragic chain of events that resulted in a stall and crash. While it was eventually solved, for years, this flight was one of the most haunting aviation mysteries in modern history. 10 Cessna 182 of Frederick Valentich, 1978. One of the most bizarre disappearances in aviation history occurred in 1978 when a young Australian pilot, Frederick Valentich, vanished while flying a Cessna 182 over the Bass Strait. Before losing contact, Valentich radioed air traffic control, describing an unidentified flying object hovering above him. His last words, "It's not an aircraft." No trace of him or his plane was ever found, fueling speculation about UFOs, military involvement, or even hoaxes. Whatever happened that night remains one of aviation's strangest mysteries. These disappearances serve as a chilling reminder of just how vast and unpredictable our skies can be. Whether due to mechanical failures, human error, sabotage, or even the unknown, each of these cases leaves us wondering, how can something as large as a plane simply vanish? Until the day we find all the answers, these mysteries will continue to haunt aviation history.